Good evening, everyone. We're joined by Nashville SC head coach B.J. Callaghan. Coach, a 2-0 win for you guys' side, but it was really more about seeing some of the young talent between the first team and second team. What did you see out there tonight?
Yeah, tonight for us is a celebration of the entire club and the entire organization from top to bottom. So I think it was a really a great moment when you see that you have first team players playing with Huntsville players and playing with academy players. And there was an opportunity for guys to seize a moment. You know, again, they're out on the field. It's the bright lights. And I think you saw a lot of really good performances by a lot of players. And it's really great to see everyone arise to this type of occasion. And, most importantly, I think you saw two teams put in professional performances, and it was a strong competitive game by both.
Max?
Obviously, the guy that did most of your damage spent most of the season here wearing the blue uniform. What did you see out of him tonight?
This is exactly what we want. This is we understand Huntsville is a place for, I call it the first team proving ground. And you see a Woobens who's been in really, really good form down here. Someone who's been open-minded to a little bit of a position change, and then he gets his opportunity and he sees his moment. Just how we talked about. So again, a bright spot from Woobens. Many bright spots tonight. But that's what you want when you play young players. You want them to rise to the occasion, and I think he did that.
Ben?
Yeah, BJ, Isaiah Jones became the first homegrown player to play earlier this season. Then you have Chris Applewhite coming on for you guys, and then Liam Devon, 15 years old, playing for Huntsville. Just kind of how excited are you about the potential with all this young talent coming through the organization?
Yeah, this is, we a lot of times we can get focused on our week to week, our Saturday to Saturday, and we know that the most important thing at the first team is those Saturday performances. But tonight is the night that you get to step back, and we talk about celebrating the club. And showcasing that young talent and understanding that, we have a week-to-week responsibility, but the club has also a long-term vision and a long-term responsibility to the city of Nashville and the city of Huntsville, two cities that we've invested heavily in, and you see the homegrown talent that's starting to come. It's cliche to stay patient and say to stay patient, but that's what you have to do. Liam Devon is 15, 16 years old, but you can see if we remain patient, he'll be able to come through, most likely and hopefully come through that pathway.
Nice. That's all I got. Good evening, everyone. We're now joined by Nashville SC forward Woobens Pacius. Woobens, a brace in this opportunity to kind of showcase your skills for both the first and second team. Talk about being able to wear the gold, being able to put on a gold jersey for the first time and scoring a couple goals in the process.
Yeah, it's great. Since the beginning, my goal is to be with the first team. Obviously, with my injury and other circumstances, I have to come here and play, get minutes, get fit. But again, to be able to play with the first team today is great, and I'm really grateful for that opportunity. I thank God for everything, and all the glory go to Him.
Ben?
Yeah, Woobens, BJ kind of talked about just you being open to playing a different position, and then obviously you just mentioned kind of the injury. Can you just talk about what this year has been so far and what tonight meant kind of on top of that?
Yeah, like I said, I had an injury at the beginning of the season, so it was kind of difficult. I had to do rehab and all of that, but now I'm getting back. Like you said, I can play as a striker, I can play as a winger. I just like to score goals and help the team win. So as long as I can do that, it doesn't really matter where I play. But yeah.
Max?
What was it like playing in this stadium in the opposite uniform than you're used to?
Yeah, it's kind of weird, especially with the locker rooms too, to be on the opposite side. But again, just the opportunity to be on the field and to play, that's the most important, and I'm really grateful and happy with that opportunity.
Any other questions?
Yeah. Woobens, what are you kind of hoping just comes next for you?
Yeah, to finish the season strong, either with the first team, the second team. Hopefully, both of us can make the playoffs. And after that, it's just getting ready for the next season. That's where there's going to be a lot of opportunity for players like me or other players. So that's where the focus is right now. But like I said, finish the season strong, score a couple of goals, and get some wins.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. We're now joined by Huntsville City FC head coach Chris O'Neill. Coach, 2-0 defeat, but it was really about showcasing the talent tonight, less than the results on the field. What did you think of how your guys played and an opportunity to show themselves in front of the first team?
Yeah, no, it was. We talked about it being an opportunity for them to, like you say, showcase themselves, and I think certain guys really grasped that moment. The performances there were certain individuals that I think had high-level performances, but also as a collective group, it's a positive way, a positive night for I think both teams in the end.
Max?
Obviously, you got to mention the performance of Woobens. I mean, obviously not the way that you wanted him to do it because he was on the other team, but what can you say about what he did tonight?
Yeah, no, as a coach, this is why I'm in this business. It's to develop and push players so that hopefully they have opportunities at other levels. And very happy that if anyone, it was him, because I know how hard he's been working. I get to see it often, and very happy that he was able to score.
Ben?
Yeah, Coach Ben Wright with Broadway Sports Media. Obviously, guys like Adam Sipich and Isaiah Jones and Chris Applewhite have been huge for you this year. What did you make of their performances? And then kind of on the other end, a guy like Liam Devon coming in at 15 years old.
Yeah.
What do you think about just kind of the youth development as a whole in this club?
Yeah, I think it shows that we're still a new club, but we're on the right track, and we're developing players that have the capacity to be able to perform in a professional environment. The guys that you aforementioned, obviously they've been doing it a little bit more consistently, especially in the second team environment. Hopefully, certain players I think are starting to take opportunities and experience in higher levels as well. But for Liam, this is his first real taste of it. And, as a 15-year-old, and sometimes you can be playing against guys that are 28, 29, 30 years old. If you're good enough, you're old enough. And I think for him, he proved that tonight it wasn't too big of a moment for him. Not saying that he's made it or anything by any stretch of the imagination, but, there's still a lot for him to do, and it was a positive first start.
We're now joined by Huntsville City FC defender Joey Skinner. Joey, an opportunity for you to showcase your skills in front of the first team tonight. How was it out there in a competitive match, but maybe one that celebrates the club more than depending on the result?
I thought for us, Huntsville specifically, the first half we did really well. I thought we were in control for most of it and hit the crossbar twice. Unfortunately, we wish those would go in, but I thought, mostly in the first half we did really well. Second half we kind of fell short a bit, and they kind of dominated and were more in control, and they obviously scored 2 goals and ended up winning the game 2-0. But overall, for us being a second team, Nashville being a first team, I thought we went out and we did well, and we should be proud of ourselves for that, and we just got to keep going for these last 5 games of the season. So that's all.
Yeah, Joey, Ben Wright with Broadway Sports Media. You mentioned kind of the first half where you guys were really on the front foot. I know you made your Nashville SC debut earlier, but for you and maybe some of the other guys who were really trying to kind of really break in and establish yourselves at the top level, what did that kind of say to you guys, seeing that you could not only hold your own, but kind of take the game to guys who are doing it week in and week out?
Yeah, when we arrived, we saw a starting lineup, and we just thought, let's just bring it to them because, we don't really have much to lose, Obviously, our goal is to go and take guys on Nashville's position, and I thought we took the game to them and really attacked them. And like I said, I think we should be proud of that. And obviously, we wish we came up with a better result, but overall, I thought it was good. And that's the goal at the end of the day, is for guys in Huntsville to eventually be with Nashville. So I thought overall it was good.
Yeah, just kind of as the club, really from the top down, kind of pushes youth development more and giving younger players a shot. Seeing guys like Liam Devon, who's just 15, come in and play for you guys and really step up, what does that kind of say to you about where the club is heading?
I think it's heading definitely in a better direction because I think with the development the past, a couple years, obviously I've only been here 2 years, but I don't think it was as good as it's going to be because I think they're giving younger guys a shot. Obviously, I made my debut. We brought in Johnny Perez, who's 21 years old, that's playing consistent minutes with Nashville right now. Obviously, Julian played the other night as well. So, it seems like the club is moving in a better direction with trying to develop youth guys, and especially with 15-year-olds out here playing in a game like this against the first team. I think that's really good for them. And, I was talking to a couple of them. They were pretty kind of starstruck about it. So, obviously, they're going to feel good about it. So, I think just in general, with the Nashville Academy setup and through Huntsville and through Nashville, I think it's heading in a really good direction. And I think for the future, it's going to be good.